guys, I'm ExactChaos and welcome back to another episode of Chaos County. This is City Skylines and we've started doing high density developments here in our new fish town. Yes, so let's continue this. We are struggling somewhat with money. Sometimes we've got the money going on, sometimes not. It's kind of got to do with when the industry is booming and giving us money through the bakery, or when it's not. That's basically what's happening over here. The fish industry is at least kind of profitable, and it seems to be fairly consistent. But I think what we need to do is get tons more people. Oh, you know what? I'm just thinking. I've never put up the high density stuff over here. Everything can go to 12. Everything can go to 12, and then that should help us a fair bit. I think that should help us a fair bit. Okay. Excuse me. Okay, now, so let's see. Can we? Is the? I think this is staying. Okay, perfect. Okay, now let's expand. We definitely need tons more residential, and I'm thinking we can fill out the rest of this over here. So let's do that. Let's start filling out whatever it is that we still need over here. There's a little bit of room here. And I'm wondering what kind of park we should have. We definitely need some form of park, some kind of entertainment area in this area. Entertainment area in this area. Okay, so if we continue to fill this out, yeah, the 4 blocks are the best size. So there's room in between there. If we don't use the full 4, if we do the full 5, then we might get a 2 and a 3, which is slightly worse than using the full 4 block. These are all okay. We can just fill them up like that and like that. And so hopefully we'll slowly get all of them to join. We can obviously keep an eye on this and have a look. One of the things that we're struggling with is that university education piece. That piece is not quite there. Oh, and the other thing is public transport. So I think what I'm going to do in this episode is definitely start getting our public transport up and running. We definitely need kind of an intercity bus service between this area over here and the town of Colton on the other side, and that would help things out a fair bit. I think get people a little bit happier with their circumstances. We also need a little bit more commercial over here, so I'm quite happy to do that. Oh, you know what we can do? We need a bit more commercial over here in Colton. Now that we have the demand for commercial, we may as well quickly fill out the rest of this area over here. I wasn't planning on spending time in Colton today, but we can at least fill in a little bit more commercial over here. Yeah, I think that's going to be good if we can get all of this set up. It's like kind of low density commercial high street thing that we're doing over here. We can slot in a little one over there and over there, and that's going to be our street. I don't think we need something on top of the roundabout though. It's not too bad. We can have a little 3-1 in there, and we could maybe squeeze these in a little over here, add a little bit more density over there. Let's squeeze out, take one out there first, and get some of these things to fill in a little bit. So we'll hopefully get a little bit more commercial going on over here. Let's quickly pop into the bakery over here. What I've done over here is I've added a signal so that it started to get a little bit heavier, the traffic over here. So I've added a signal in here just so that things happen a little bit more naturally without any funny business in terms of the traffic. Let's have a look in here. Yeah, now we're starting to make money. It seems a little bit more regularly if we can continue to get flour in here. And my question around this is, should we potentially be doing an additional flour mill? We don't have the workers for it, I would say, but we have the crops for it, and I'm kind of wondering whether flour is the one part of this that's not quite working as well. But anyway, I'm not going to dwell on that right now. Ooh, one of the other things that I was thinking about, now that we've got our single point interchange over here, one of the things we could potentially do is twist it around and add an interchange over here, which can then basically run into the coast over here, but can also provide an access point into that direction. So that's something that I am thinking about, and as part of the planning committee, you are welcome to please leave me your comments as to whether you think it's a good idea to do that. My view on this is it'll take pressure off of this interchange, because ultimately this interchange will become very busy, and it'll take pressure off of that interchange for people going over there, splitting off into that direction. Won't be a massive road, but it can still alleviate the traffic quite a lot. And it'll place a little bit more emphasis on this new interchange and all the infrastructure that we've built over here. So that's it really. So okay, what I'm going to do is I am going to continue to speed things up over here and continue to build out this area with predominantly residential. I would like a lot more residential. So let's grab something like this, a slightly smaller road that we can do a little bit of a, yeah, something like this maybe. So let's see, can we do, that actually works reasonably well. No, that does not work reasonably well. Let's redo that. Wow, now we've lost the plot here completely. Can we, okay, well, we'll go one more. Can we, is the question, can we start it on this side maybe? Yes, that is much better. Run it up to there and run it down here and see how that ties in. That looks really good. So that, and there we go. Now we've got this, and I don't know why it kind of runs in the wrong direction, really. Maybe if I just have it move very slowly instead of pausing it. Nope. Seems to be okay now. If we run it very slowly, paused it, I don't know. Don't know how that works, but it's kind of an issue there. Somewhere we've got some water issues, and it's probably this new stuff that I've built over here. No, maybe. Can I just switch this on to C? Nope, these guys all have the stuff over here. Let's just make sure we've got the water running. Yeah, something like that should be just fine. Okay, connected there. We can add a fair bit more stuff in here, but I would also like us to see about squeezing in a little path there. That would be really nice. Ooh, this is almost not squeezing in there, but that's, ooh, actually we'll probably need to do something like that. 3, a 4, and a 4. Nice. We'll do some 4s over here also. Yeah, actually that's going to work really nicely like so. And what we'll do is we'll just slowly start putting these in over here. Yeah, this is actually a pretty decent spot. Ooh, and we're going to have a little path right down the middle over there too. That's going to be cool. Okay, so once these start filling in, we can do the rest. Oh, we can also do little things like this over here. A slightly bigger one over there. See about squeezing in the rest. There we go. Everything's starting to fill in. And our money situation is looking much better. I'm glad we sorted that out. I'm using the zoo path here, right? So let's see about finding it. Oh, we shouldn't want to snap it. Let's switch that off. Apologies for my my slight voice and coughing thing going on over here. I just went for a bit of a jog, and I'm not that fit, so I believe that's what's causing it. That is what's causing it. Okay, that looks pretty good. Let's quickly fill in the rest of the stuff. I just want us to kind of fill in, get as much population as we can. We've got so much jobs that's not filled up at the moment, but I would really like us to get to a position where we've got it filled up. That would be so helpful. So lots of people moving in, basically. Our money has dropped again big time. Okay, and then what I'll do over here, well, at the very least, I'll extend this. Let's have a path run through there. I think that's quite reasonable. And what we'll do is we'll slowly add the 4x4s in here. Actually, we'll do that. So we'll have a little bit of room in between them. That should be good. And we could, you know, with this space back here, what we could do is we could also put more parking in here. I think that's actually quite realistic in a town center kind of environment like that. So let's get, it's probably going to be, actually, it's probably okay to get this one. And then I think we'll run it down from there. Can we bring it a little closer without upsetting our zoning block there? I think it'll work even if we overlap that a little bit. Yeah, perfect. Look at that. That actually works really nicely. Now let's so sometimes using anarchy can be quite good. Alternatively, what we'll do is we'll just plop it out a little bit over here. Yeah, I do like us doing that, and then we'll bring it up over there. I like that. That looks really good. We can kind of spruce up the area in here a little bit more. All those kind of things. Let's get a path in here. We'll continue with our little zoo paths that we're using here, and we'll kind of tie it in over there. I believe that will allow accessibility through there. I'm also going to run the path up all the way along there. Oh, that's actually looking quite nice. We are using that area, so coming through here is not going to be great. Why would you be driving in here? You can't park here at the moment. I don't believe you can. Okay. No problem. I don't mind that. I do not mind that too much. It's a little weird, but anyway, let's quickly get the parking spots in there. Okay, so now we've got a bit of parking there. Not quite knowing why they're coming through here. They should be just popping down here, I think. So I think anyway, we'll give it a little bit of go, see if that kind of figures it out. A little bit of extra parking over here as we I've actually disallowed parking on the main road over here, so that should be just fine. Let's quickly continue to zone all of these little spots. This is high density is what I'm trying to go for over here. So let's get our 4x4s in first. Just get at least another 4x4 in here. Actually, let's fill that thing up completely over there. And I'm kind of thinking maybe we can slot in a little low density, maybe a coffee shop or something to just kind of smooth out that area. There we go. And we can also provide a fair bit more of this up here. So let's do a 4, a 2, and once that's in, we'll do the other one. Yeah, something like that should be just fine. There we go. So now it's a little bit more high density commercial over there. I believe we can slot in that one. Also, that should provide you access this way. I don't think we're going to have access through here though we may want access through there somewhere. Actually, maybe just access all the way through here is maybe the right call instead. So let's get the little path. We'll slot it in right over there, up like that, and we'll tie them in like so. I believe, what's going on here? We need to raise this a little bit so it kind of smooths out. Wow, that's a little weird there as well. Let's try and drop this one down a bit. Is that causing us issues with this? I don't know. We will look at it. I believe that thing we just need to drop down. Anyway, I'm not gonna fuss with that. I'll try and figure that out in between. Okay, how's it going with the rest of our stuff? What is people actually needing over here? Oh, public transport is the big one for us. I'm thinking about maybe putting it up there. This spot would have been great for for interchange purposes, really. Alternatively, we do it there. Let's have a look. So, from a bus perspective, we're not doing trolley buses right now. We're just going to do buses. And what we have in buses is standard bus depot, bus station, Intercity bus station. So, what does this actually do? Bus station uses coaches for people to travel to and from the city. Bus station requires highway connection. Intercity bus station doesn't require intercity bus lines or stops, but allows the placement of regular bus stops on the bays. What? Bus station requires highway connection. Fair enough. Intercity bus station doesn't require intercity bus lines or stops, but allows the placement of regular bus stops on the bays. And then this is an intercity bus terminal. Larger alternative to the intercity bus station. Bus terminal uses coaches for people to travel to and from the city. Bus terminal requires highway connections. Intercity terminal doesn't require intercity bus lines or support or stops, but allows placement of regular bus stops and bays. So I'm not sure we're after the whole intercity thing. I'm not sure we're after that. That, I'm not sure, is what we're trying to achieve here. So why I would like to put that there is because I'm kind of trying to create a little bit of an inner town area. That area, we obviously have a little bit more room to play with over here. And I think maybe that's what we'll do. Let's do the whole inner city bus thing here. Something like that. And so we're allowing people to kind of walk through here to kind of create this little inner city area. We can move it slightly this way, but I like the idea of placing it somewhere over here, and we can have kind of walking routes through there. We could also make some of these roads slightly more bus friendly. So one of the things that I'm thinking is maybe I'll get a bus road out of here instead, and we'll do a nice bus road, something like that, yeah. And what we'll do is we'll let's not use anarchy, and let's switch snapping back on. So we'll try and get a little bit of distance there away from that, and then I'm just gonna move it like this, do this kind of thing, just like that. Okay, and I believe this should be sufficient for that inner city bus terminal thingy. How's our money? Our money is decent. Inner city bus station is not willing to zone on that one, is it? Though we should be able to zone it. Can I, if I use zone anarchy and I say, well, let's put some zones on there. Back to this bus thing. Back to this. Can I? It doesn't want to, but can I do this? And will it zone it for me? It actually will not, which is not something I'm happy about. Let's go and try some stuff over here, but I'm assuming it's just going to do exactly the same thing, right? Let's zone it for me, please. And if I try the zone anarchy piece, just does not want to zone it whatsoever. And we've got cars running up and down there. So really that road is not the one for us. Can we potentially find a road with bus lanes? Do I have one installed that is not kind of the vanilla? I'm a little weird. It's weird. So what I'll do, I will instead go ahead and still we've got cars going in there. I will then just grab this and place it somewhere else and move it in there. I believe that will work. So if I do that, and I grab move it, and I slot that around, turn it, it is not quite right, is it? Oh, look at that. It is actually picking up as some form of bus station right there. So I'm just going to move it back here. We're going to do this. I'm going to twist this. Ooh, hang on. Let's undo that. I'm going to do that and that. And what we'll do is we'll do this. Now we'll just do this one. We'll move that one down that way a little bit. So that should be pretty straight. I can turn this thing out here a little bit more. I'm quite happy to push this forward a fair bit using the whole anarchy piece. And yeah, I'm comfortable with that. So let's do that. Now my idea here is, can we actually get this to work? Do we have that hooked up with everything we need? That's the question here. But what I will do is I will grab TMPE and we'll just quickly double check what we're allowing here. So SOS recycling, no trucks. We could do taxis, but anyway, the predominant stuff is this. And I can just basically do that, right? So no cars, no trucks, no cars, no trucks, and that should figure out the entire thing for us. Now we can actually run buses and stuff in here. And I would also like us to, I would be keen to see if we get buses in there. Now let's try and, it's going to be fairly difficult for us to zone appropriate stuff here. So let's get a little 4x4 over there. We'll get maybe another one over there. Maybe a little 3x3 here, and And we'll slot in a nice 4x4 over there. Slightly lower density right here. And we'll allow maybe access points to walk through there. This will need a bit of an access point. Actually, maybe in the middle, somewhere over here. Why on earth is there a bus lay-by over here? No idea. No idea. It's probably because I moved this thing through here. And I've kind of picked that up as some form of bus. You shouldn't be driving there, buddy. Now, that's it. And I think that's going to be the extent of our commercial area. We may as well grab a little bit more commercial right in there. And maybe another one in there. Ooh, that didn't actually work out. Okay, well, let's plop another one in there. That should do the trick. Now, let's get a pathway. From there. I'm on snapping again. Let's switch that off. And we'll also grab a pathway on this side over here. And I'm tempted to, yeah, run it in. Just like so. And I think that's okay. I'm not sure if we bring it forward. Like if I do something like this, it doesn't actually tie in there. You need to, ooh. It does tie in there, but I'm not thrilled about the, about how it's making the connection there. If I change that to a different type of path, so let's say we'll grab this path instead, and we, how come I cannot do the upgrade here? Really, I can't upgrade the path? Well, let's try that with another path altogether then. So if we say, oh, and snapping's back on again. So if we say something like this, up there, and then we do that, that is actually tying in and looking pretty decent. So that's okay. So now we have this working out for us, and we should be able to get buses to operate. I would very much like to now start running a bus from the one side to the other side. Let's get a few more commercial buildings just down here. 4, 4, 3, something like that will do just nicely. Our residential stuff is coming in quite nicely. I also would like to do a little bit more commercial just in here as well. Yeah, up to about that spot right there, and we'll see about a little path to the back there and to the back there. So this is going to be nice and commercial, and then that goes into our larger residential area. Now let's get that bus up and running. That's the main purpose that we're doing over here. We need a depot. Okay, this area luckily has lots of room for depot. Since we're trying to be a little bit more environmentally sensitive, can we go? Shall we do the biofuels? Let's do that. Let's do the biofuel. It's slightly more expensive. How much from a weekly rate? It is a fair bit more expensive from a weekly rate as well. So shall we do standard buses instead? Biofuel. We'll pay a little bit more for biofuel. Yeah, I think so. And we'll place it somewhere down there maybe. There we go. Biofuel bus station all the way over there. Actually, that works out quite nicely. It's slowly digging into this, but it's terracing quite nicely. So I think that's okay. Now that we've got buses available to us, hopefully we can start running proper bus lines. And that is something that I'm quite thrilled about. Now, the first line that we're going to do is exactly this. So let's... we can basically place a line anywhere. Okay, there we go. There we go. So the first line is just going to go from the one spot to the other spot. Right there. And back. That's it. It's only going to be inter-town bus, basically. An inter-town bus is what it is. Can I finish that off over there? Perfect. So now we've got this route, and what can I? Well, I'll need to turn it a little. Okay, there we go. This is the intertown one, and we can get some better names for it a little bit later. Why on earth do we have school buses on this line? Anyway, let's do that. I want to give our intertown buses all like a kind of a red color, and what we'll do is we'll just have variations of the red color on it. I don't want any school buses on it, so let's remove school bus vehicles. I need to select the type of vehicle that we want. Select types, only biofuel, please. Okay, there we go. That's the only one we want. I'm hoping it will add some extras. Yeah, so it is going to slowly add extras to it. Okay, perfect. Now, let's quickly pop in here and see what's going on with our bus station. Are people flocking to it? They are. Ooh, it's a little... I didn't even realize that's what it's trying to do here. Okay, I'll drop it down a little. So let's drop it down. That might be part of our issue. Look at people flocking this way. There we go. Buses are using it. People are using it. That is awesome. Let's go to the other side and see what's happening over there. Where is it? Over here. Why? What's going on over here now? This stuff freaks me out, man. Freaks me out. What are you guys doing? People are rushing over here. What we could do, we could try and create a bit of a park and ride area for people to kind of park and then come here, because I don't quite know what they're trying to do here. It's really a little weird. But anyway, tons of people waiting at this bus line. So people should be liking that a little bit more. Where is the issue with the garbage? I don't think there's a garbage issue. Maybe over here a little bit, but we do have a site here. Okay, so that should start making people a little bit happier with the state of public transport. So if I go to this guy and see, still not a fan of the whole public transport thing. So what I was thinking, maybe we do create ourselves a little bit of a line in here. Wow, these guys are really hoping to fill up there, aren't they? Okay, let's do a little bit of an internal line. I mean, I don't want to pay for additional stuff just yet. So let's try this. So what I'd like us to do is actually just get ourselves an extra stop there, and this is going to be whatever this town is. It's going to be the town local. So we'll run it through here to try and pick up as many people as we can. This is high density stuff, so it should work. It should work. Then what we can do is we'll get out of here. We'll get a bit of a stop done over there. And I'm kind of tempted to run a bus stop down here, and then we'll come back and we'll drop it off over there, and we'll make a stop over there. And actually, that's quite a nice little route that we can see over here, and then we'll finish it off right over there. This line is going to be, anyway, bus line 2 for now until we get a name for this area. We will immediately select the type as biofuel bus. Okay, and at the same time, we will remove that vehicle. There we go. So this should hopefully pick up. There's a lot of people already trying to get onto the bus. We will see how that goes. Now we've got areas without water. So where is that exactly? Now it must be on the other side. It's over here. Interesting. Okay, we can fix that very quickly. Perfect. There we go. Now, what I want to do here is I actually want to try and get a few pathways through the center of this area. Let's just go with these guys and see what we can do to try and connect things up a little bit easier for everybody. Let's get anarchy sorted out there. So we'll do some stuff like that. That's just a little bit there. Not too comfortable with trying to squeeze some stuff through here. Yeah, it's a little problematic though. Can we run it through there? Oh, I think we can. Okay, I'm going to move this a little bit forward, and we'll tie it in over there. So at least we have some stuff going through here. Let's try and sort that out a little bit more. I'm not sure we're going to have this building survive if we do that move. So that building might be dropping out anyway. Okay, now more people, please. More people. So let's quickly fill up the rest of this, and then I will see you on the other side. Okay, so I've laid out a little bit more neighborhood area over here. I'm trying to make it as natural as possible. So we've kind of followed some of the main lines that we've already have. I've kind of built a little bridge to cross the rail over here again, but nothing too major, just a very minor little bridge across the rail there, something very smooth. And then we've got the local roads kind of staying within so that they don't actually try and cross or intersect with the railway line over there. So we'll try and keep that pretty clear. What I'll do over here is I will continue this little area of commercial right there on this little road, and then the rest of this will effectively be more. The one thing that I was wondering, the rest of this will be residential, but I was wondering whether I should make a little city park in here. I think a city park right there could be really good for this area, and it'll fit quite nicely. It's kind of giving you this whole civic walk through the area. It's from the train station through the commercial area over here to the bus station, all the way through here to the park. And this is all surrounded by like nice residential areas. So I do think that is kind of a good idea for us in this specific area. I won't kind of zone on the intersection over here, though I have kind of done it on the other side too. So doesn't matter to actually stop that. This is supposed to be the park. I've just said it. We'll go on the other side then. We'll try and get a little bit of this zoned in here. This is our kind of slightly bigger road here. And if anything, this area here might go slightly lower density right here, just because it's slightly further from the city center. But it could still be decent. Let's start zoning on this side too. So I'll quickly finish off all the zoning in this area, and then I'll see you again. Okay, guys, and I'm back. I've kind of filled it up to the point where we no longer have demand for residential. And I don't think what I'll do is I'll open up some of these things a little bit over here. The cargo train terminal, we can certainly open up. That one is open up. I've opened up the fish market. This is opened up, so there's a little bit more working availability, work spots availability over here. I've added an elder care facility over here and an extra school. So now we've got 1, 2, 3 elementary schools in this area, and one of these, which is the Institute for Creative Arts, which kind of doubles as a high school. So I think that one is quite good enough. We still need to kind of fill out the rest of this. I think this area as a park is going to look really nice in here, and we'll just cover it with some high density stuff all the way around. And this will be like our high density area here, and it just kind of fizzles out into a little bit more of an industrial feel around here. We'll see if we can add a few more industrial facilities. I mean, like this biofuel bus and things like that. Maybe even a mail sorting facility or something like that could work quite well over here. This will probably trim back and eventually make a bridge over that way. So this area actually works really well for this. We can still zone a little bit of commercial on this side of the road, which I think is not a bad idea. We will get to that as we go along. So guys, please tell me what you think of our town over here. How do you think it's progressing? Do you think it looks good? Do you like the idea of the nice big park, city park right in here? And we've got this natural greenery around the edges, and we're slowly stepping it down. I do like what we're doing over here. I mean, have a look at the level differences from the top of this little hill. And it's not a mountain, it's just a hill. From the top of this hill, we've kind of slowly moved down the contours, and these buildings slowly step down, step down, step down, and it just provides a very nice little use of the hill. It just looks so natural to do it that way. We do need to think about education going forward. So some form of university, or at the very least maybe something like a modern technology institute or something like that, an alternative to university. Do we have a university? We have anything, something like that. We'll see about that. Maybe something like that over here, just as a technical, or we just go and get ourselves an actual university, maybe a technical university or something like that. Multiple universities as we go. I'm not sure our budget can properly maintain it, but I think we're okay. We'll be okay. We'll definitely be okay. we'll see how we do it. But guys, that's going to be the end of this episode. I hope you've enjoyed it. Please hit that like button if you did, and join us on the Discord and have cool discussions about where we go with City Skylines from here. See you next time. Bye-bye.